Ford has been such an amazing sponsor over the years. I mean, I can't say thank you enough for what they have done. And when you look up on top of the Hydromobile and you see that beautiful Ford up there, a Mason's gonna get a set of keys to that. But we've gone more than just what's on the Hydromobile. We talked about it last year with the Frunk, if you remember it, the F-150, the electric vehicle that is absolutely just ridiculously awesome. And we're gonna get the full demo. We're gonna do a little bit of the back, and then we're gonna head to the Frunk. And if you don't know what the Frunk is, well, get the Frunk out of here? Can I say that? I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it's absolutely amazing. I want to introduce, Nick was here with us last year. Nick Banger, he is the Ford Pro Commercial Business Manager, and then also Andrew Comrie-Picard, a Ford Pro Subject Matter Expert. And you know, we did a little demo of this a little earlier, guys, and I was so excited because I'm like, there's no way, there's no way. There's no way. And this guy, Andrew, kept on flipping switches with more stuff connected to this. Nick, I'm gonna let you start it off. Talk to me about what's going on with Ford Pro, because everybody needs to know about this new F-150 electric vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very exciting time for Ford Motor Company right now. We've just announced Ford Pro, which is a new global startup organization within Ford Motor Company dedicated to our fleet and commercial customers. So making it easier for them to do their business, offering solutions, as well as great vehicles for them, just making everything easier for them. So.
You know, we got a glimpse of this last year, of the F-150, and everybody was really excited about, you know, what's going on? I want to see this. And when folks are around here, and it's kind of funny because I've been walking up and down for most of the day, and I see the looks on their faces, and their eyes are just popping wide open, and they're like, you know, the jaws are dropping. It's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, we are all in for electrification. So the proof is right here with the F-150 Lightning, all new, all electric truck. It is great. We've had a ton of traffic out here, tons of great features and benefits, especially for our fleet and commercial customers. We are all in on electric. We have not only the F-150 Lightning, we have our E-Transit, which by the way will be out this year, and we also have our Mustang Mach-E. So Ford is all about electric right now.
And Andrew, I want you to come on in here. Guys, switch places, because Andrew, we did this little walkthrough earlier, but I want you to go through everything that's going on here on the back end of the truck. We'll do the front end a little bit later, but this is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna get out of the way, let the camera get in here. It's all yours, Andrew.
All right, well, thanks very much. Well, look, Ford has spent the last 45 years with the F-Series as the best-selling truck series in America, because they go out and figure out what you guys need in the field, right? What you need to get your job done. And I'm gonna show you just a couple of things regarding that at the back of the truck here. First off, what we call the tailgate work surface. This is actually with every F-150, but you see what we have here, some clamp pockets. We got a 2x4 clamp right on here. You can work on that. You can see the tailgate step is deployed here also, but you also have some hash marks printed in the back here so you can measure things out on the tailgate, places to hold your pencils. This is my personal phone on the device holder here. just a useful place, because you know when you're working out in the field, this is where you work.
This to me reminds me, it's like I'm having my own garage. You know, this looks like my garage setup right here. I got the table out there, you know, and everything. And
your garage is better organized than mine is.
I don't know. I tell you, this is the garage I want right here. All right, keep going.
Well, the other thing
amazing.
you have in the garage, right, is power at the garage.
This is true.
You got to
do
power it
have
up.
to.
Yeah. And so one of the most important things, or one of the features that we think that commercial customers really are going to love, we know they are already, is what we call Pro Power on Board. Okay. And with the Ford Lightning, here you've got the F-150 Lightning, the fully electric BEV vehicle. Here we've got a total of 9.6 kilowatts. In the bed, 7.2 kilowatts. That's 7,200 watts of power, and you're able to achieve that in part because you've got the big battery array under the vehicle that does the driveline. Well, now suddenly you don't need to take a separate 9,600 watt generator to your work site. It's built into the truck, right in the plugs right here.
Can you give me an example? I know, some folks here, there's some wattage on here, but when I plug in this, or I plug in that, or I plug in that, talk about the watts that are available for this cool F-150.
Yeah, and I love that, because you get so many people around here, sophisticated customers who are like, I need to power exactly this or exactly that. So let me talk about that. In the bed here, you've got 4 120 volt and 1 240 volt 30 amp plug, okay? Now that gets you a lot of power. Let me give you some examples. We're gonna look over here. You see all these power tools we got laid out here. Right. It's a nice array of stuff, but it's not an example of individual things you can use. It's actually an example of everything you can use together. So first I'll charge some batteries over there. I just turned on a switch there,
Okay, the green light's on.
Yeah, now I'm gonna turn on some lights, let's say. Now I got a printer on, I'm gonna turn on the lights here. Oh, and then I'm gonna turn on a circular saw.
And the lights.
And we got a compressor all running at the same time.
We got
right? We're turning it into a full work
What
site
else
already.
can you do?
let's just turn that back off and take a second. Now,
Okay.
let me tell you this. You guys are familiar. We're working with SPEC MIX here. This is the SPEC MIX Workhorse, okay? It's mixing up some mud. I can actually, this is 120 volt. It's full 20 amps. Needs a high amperage to start up. And I can just hit the button and start running that. I've also got the water pump and the vacuum cleaner that are running there, and we're making mud right here off the back of the truck.
You don't need anything but the truck.
I don't need anything but that. And you know what else? You know that other stuff I was telling you
No,
about?
you're not. No, don't do it. No, don't do it. Come on.
There we go. We got it all running.
Okay,
so
this
all
is cool.
That stuff,
This is cool. Look at this.
all of this
Everything is
running
going.
off the F-150 Lightning right now.
And the Workhorse too.
And the Workhorse.
Wow. That's ridiculous.
And you have it at the work site with you.
This is absolutely amazing. Guys, how does Ford Pro come up with something like this again? Nick, you guys have done it again. It's very cool.
You know, it's all about listening to our customers. You know, we want to build those features, those services, those benefits that are going to help them do their job easier and get the job done. So that's what we're all about.
All right, and what do you say we take it to the front in just a little while, right? Yep. When we get Clyde to close up the day, we'll talk about the front because that's just as impressive as the back right here. All right, sound good? Andrew, Nick, thank you so much. You got to come over and check it out. Earlier, I told you we were on the back end of the F-150 from Ford Pro with Nick and Andrew. And, okay, the back was absolutely impressive when they flipped on the switch right there and the SPEC MIX Workhorse was going as well as everything else. I'm like, what is going on? Get it? What? Okay, fine, thank you. Hey, you told me, you said Doc Brown could actually have sent Marty back to the future with all that power.
That's not official, but I'll say that, sure.
Okay, I'm back here with Nick Banger and Andrew Comrie Picard from Ford Pro. And seriously, we're in the front, otherwise known as the front trunk. And yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, what is really cool about it is, you know, there are a lot of trucks in this industry. You see a lot of pickups around all the time, but you've never had this kind of functionality until the internal combustion engine was gone. So suddenly you've got this big compartment in the front of the truck called the Mega Power Frunk, all right? It's got a 400-pound capacity. That's the Mega.
That's a 1970s band.
I know.
Mega Power Frunk.
We're going to play later. But it's got 400 pounds of payload capacity. That's the Mega. And the power is that it has the outlets. We talked earlier about the Pro Power onboard when we were out back, right? You got 2,400 watts of available power here from 4 120 outlets and a USB-C, a USB-A. But it means you can run stuff out of the front of the trunk here. I'm just going to turn on the breaker here, and right away you'll see these work lights come on. And this is where we really want people to start imagining what you can do with the power and the space that's available up here. You need to charge your batteries in a secure place away from prying eyes, so you can put that all in here and let that happen. And then you can power big things. Look, I got a mixer right here. This is running.
Oh man, we got a mixer.
Right?
I love it.
This is just running off the Mega Power Frunk. So it's got power, it's Mega, and it's got a couple other features I like too. Can I show you something?
Yeah, come
Okay,
on.
all right. So if you want to, you know, I throw stuff in the trunk anyway. I throw stuff in my pickup truck bed, right? But if you want to throw your boots in here, whatever, that's great. But then you can wash it out. It's actually got a drain in the bottom. You can just put the water right in here, wash it out. Wow. But the other advantage of that, of course, at the end of the day, and it is about the end of the day right now, throw a little ice in there and a couple of, I can't officially say tall boys, but you throw a couple of things in there and keep them cold, right?
I think so. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Somebody get a bag of ice, and we're going to be good to go. And Nick, once again, you guys have just outdone yourself with Ford Pro. You know, so tell us a little bit more about the overall vehicle that we're looking at here.
Yeah, one of the first questions that we get, you know, over here at the Ford F-150 Lightning is the range, right? So we have an available extended battery, 300-mile range.
Wow.
It's amazing. Now, the other question we get is, okay, well, I want to tow, I want to haul. How do I know how much range I'm going to have? Well, we have an intelligent system on board that calculates weather, payload, you name it, goes into a real-world factor of exactly how much range you're going to have left, so we can at least have people plan for their trip, find a charging station if they need them, and oh, by the way, we're going to make it very easy to pick up, charge, and all get paid time. So.
And Andrew, I know there's a huge display in there that can help you while you're doing all stuff like that. Briefly go over that, and if folks want to, you can put them inside the cab and show them that display.
Yeah, that's right. We'd be happy to have them over here, show them that. It has a range of incredible functionality. You know, there are a lot of things on the new F-150s that are just remarkable in the workplace, remarkable to help you get your day done. But what this features specifically, the F-150 Lightning, the full electric vehicle we're looking at here, amongst other things, has customizable range reserve, for example. So if you're at the work site all day running the things we were running off the back, running all this stuff, you can set limits to say, okay, but only use so much power. I got to get home. And the truth is, the range is not severely affected by what you're doing here, but you can watch exactly what's going on, including on the Ford Pro Pass app on your phone. Great functionality there. And I want to also throw in, by the way, not only is this whole system sort of automotive grade, it's submersible, all the battery and inverter, but additionally, it's been tested for all the millions of miles that Fords have always been tested to make sure that they're going to be durable, get what you need done on the work site. And interestingly, if you think about it, all of this stuff being electric, you can work indoors. You can pull this inside the building you're working on. You work in a parking structure, of course, because there's no emissions. There's no generator running and spitting anything out. You're full electric all the time.
Okay, I've got the best idea in the whole wide world. Guys, I want to get the dimension of the truck. This is my new man cave. I'm going to call it the Ford Pro Man Cave, and you're all invited.
And you can go front gating.
Yeah, what
you
was
can
that?
go front gating.
Okay, I just want to make sure that everything was right.